My mother sent me a text at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. It's that dog or me. I can't breathe in your house. No preamble. No discussion. Just an ultimatum about Pilot, the rescue terrier who literally saved my life. She claimed allergies, life-threatening ones. Said I had to choose. I chose the dog. What would you do if your own mother weaponized her health to control you? Here's the thing. I had proof she was lying. I just didn't know how far she'd go to destroy what I built. 3 months of silence. I thought I'd won. Then she sent an email, sweet, apologetic, asking for a tour of my little hobby. That's when I realized what she really wanted. And it wasn't about allergies at all. Before we go further, drop your country and the time down in the comments. Let's see who's still awake for this. And hit that like button. You're going to want receipts ready. Let me back up. I wasn't the golden child growing up. That was my brother. I was the one who got good grades and stayed quiet. Mom called twice a year, birthdays and Christmas, and only when she needed something. In my mid-20s, I had a breakdown, anxiety, depression, the kind that makes getting out of bed feel impossible. A friend dragged me to a shelter, said I should just look. I met Pilot, scraggly terrier mix, one eye, missing half an ear. Nobody wanted him. He sat in my lap for 2 hours, didn't move, just breathed with me. I took him home that day. He gave me a reason to get up, to walk, to try. So I started volunteering. Then I got serious. I wanted to save dogs the way Pilot saved me. I met Margaret, retired nonprofit director. She taught me everything: fundraising, bookkeeping, vet protocols, how to write grants and pass inspections. Keep records of everything, she said. Trust breaks. Paper doesn't. I kept every email, every donor receipt, every inspection report. Everything went into a binder and a cloud backup. Within 3 years, I had a small rescue operation. 12 dogs, then 20, then 40. We rented a barn, then bought land. My savings, a small loan from Margaret that I paid back in full. Mom never visited, not once. Until the allergies. She showed up unannounced on a Saturday morning. Didn't call ahead, just knocked. Pilot ran to the door like he always does, tail wagging. Mom stepped inside, looked at him, and sneezed. Not a real sneeze, a performance sneeze. Oh God, I forgot how bad it is here. She pulled out a tissue, dabbed her eyes. I can't breathe, sweetheart. You know I have allergies. I didn't know that, because she'd never mentioned it. Not once in 32 years. Mom, you've never said anything about, it's gotten worse. My doctor says I could go into anaphylactic shock. She looked at Pilot, then at me. You need to rehome him, or at least keep him outside when I visit. I felt my stomach drop. I'm not rehoming Pilot. Her face changed. The tears stopped. So you're choosing a mutt over your own mother. I'm choosing the living being who's been here for me. She stood up, grabbed her purse. Fine, but don't come crying to me when people find out what kind of daughter you really are. She slammed the door. Pilot looked up at me, confused. I thought that was the end of it. 3 months of silence. No calls, no texts. I thought I'd won. Then the email came. Subject line, I'm sorry. She wanted to apologize. Said she overreacted. Said she wanted to understand my work. Can I come see the shelter? I want to support you. It felt wrong, but I wanted to believe her. That same week I got a letter from the county. Anonymous complaint. Alleged overcrowding. Alleged sanitation violations. I had 14 days to respond or face an inspection with penalties. My stomach turned. Then 2 adopters canceled. Both said they saw a review online. A 1-star review on Google. This place hides abuse. Don't trust the cute photos. I read it 3 times. The phrasing, the details, the mention of a terrier with 1 eye. Only someone who'd been inside my house would know that. I checked the account, created 4 days ago. No other reviews. I pulled the metadata, traced the IP. It came from my mom's zip code. But I needed to be sure. I thought about her visit, the fake sneeze, the theatrics, and then I remembered something. She was still listed as my emergency contact from years ago, which meant she still had access to our family insurance portal. I logged in, and I found receipt number 1. The insurance portal showed every claim filed under our family plan for the past 15 years. I scrolled to my mom's name. 0 allergist visits, no prescriptions for antihistamines, no EpiPens, no inhalers, no immunology panels, no respiratory diagnoses, nothing. The last specialist she saw was a dermatologist. 3 years ago. For a mole removal, her life-threatening allergies didn't exist. She lied, But why? Why go nuclear over a dog she'd never cared about? Why file a fake county complaint? Why trash my reputation online? I sat there staring at the screen. And then my assistant called. Hey, weird question. Your mom stopped by yesterday when you were at the vet. She was super friendly, asked a lot of questions. What kind of questions? About the property. If it's in your name or a trust, if you own it outright. I thought she was just making conversation. My blood went cold. The property. I pulled up the county assessor's website. I typed in my address. And everything made sense. My land had been rezoned. 2 months before Mom's allergy visit, the county rezoned my lot from agricultural to mixed-use commercial. That meant developers could build, and they wanted to. I found 3 inquiries in the public records, all from the same LLC. The agent listed on the LLC, my uncle, Mom's brother. I felt sick. Meanwhile, Mom turned on the charm offensive. She joined our public Facebook group, started sharing posts, but every share came with a comment. So proud of my daughter. I just hope she's keeping those dogs safe. Looks amazing. Has the county checked the kennel sizes? Backhanded. Poisonous. A local blog picked it up. Quoted her. I just want my daughter to run a safe facility. As a mother, I worry. 2 of our major donors emailed me. We need to see the county inspection report before we renew our grants. Funding froze. Adoption slowed. And Mom kept playing the concerned parent. I didn't sleep for 3 days. Then I found the email. It was in my uncle's public records filing, part of an LLC disclosure, an email thread between him and my mom. Subject line, property buyout timeline. I downloaded it, and I had receipt number 2. The email was from my mom to my uncle, dated 6 weeks ago. She's too stubborn to sell on her own. But once she loses the donors, she'll have no choice. The county complaint should speed things up. We split it 50-50 once the developer closes. There it was, in writing. She wasn't worried about allergies. She wasn't worried about the dogs. She wanted my land, and she was willing to destroy my reputation to get it. I kept reading. Another email. From the developer's acquisition team. Preliminary offer, $485,000. For my lot and the barn. I cross-checked my mom's financials. Public records from a lawsuit 2 years ago. Outstanding liens. Failed investment property. She owed $68,000. This wasn't about family. It wasn't even about money, really. It was about control. She couldn't stand that I built something without her, that I succeeded after she wrote me off, and now she wanted to take it. I printed everything. Then I called my attorney. I need a cease and desist, and I need a PR plan. What are you thinking? She wants a tour. I'm going to give her one. I called a family friend, someone who'd known my mom for decades. Has she mentioned my shelter? There was a pause. Honey, she's been talking about your land for months. Ever since she found out about the rezoning, she told people you were sitting on a gold mine and didn't even know it. Did she say anything else? She said you didn't deserve it, that you stumbled into it, that she could help you make the right choice. Help me by filing false complaints, by tanking my reputation, by trying to force a sale. The developer's offer would clear her debts and leave her with $400,000 to split with my uncle. And I'd be left with nothing. No shelter, no dogs, no pilot, just the label of the daughter who couldn't hack it. I wasn't angry anymore. I was done. My attorney drafted the cease and desist. Defamation, tortious interference, fraud. My PR consultant reached out to the county inspector, the donors, and the local reporter who'd quoted my mom. We're hosting a public tour and compliance showcase this Saturday at 10 a.m. Press welcome. Then I replied to my mom's email. Tour scheduled. See you then. She had no idea what was coming. I spent 4 days preparing. My attorney reviewed every document, every email, every record. This is airtight. But are you sure you want to do it publicly? She went public first. She wanted to humiliate me. I'm just going to tell the truth. Then let her come. Let her perform. We'll have witnesses. I sent invitations to every donor on our list, to the county inspector, to the reporter. I didn't tell them why. Just said we were doing a transparency event. 43 people RSVP'd. The night before, I couldn't sleep. Pilot curled up next to me. His little snore. His warm weight. I thought about giving up. About just selling and starting over somewhere else. But that's what she wanted. She wanted me to disappear. Saturday morning, I got to the shelter at 7. My team cleaned every kennel, scrubbed every bowl, organized every file. By 9:30, the parking lot was full. County inspector, donors, volunteers, 2 reporters, and my mom. She pulled up in her car. Designer sunglasses, phone already recording. She smiled at the cameras. I'm just a mother who wants to support her daughter. I met her at the gate. Welcome, Mom. Let's start the tour. The shelter looked perfect. 23 dogs, all in clean, spacious runs. Fresh water, toys, enrichment. I walked the group through every building. Showed them the intake protocols, the vet records, the adoption success wall. Mom followed, filming everything, nodding, playing the proud parent. The county inspector took notes. Then we reached the main yard. I stopped. Before we wrap up, I want to address the complaint that was filed 3 weeks ago. The inspector looked up. Mom's smile froze. I pulled out the binder. This is our compliance record. Every inspection for the past 4 years. Every vet certification. Every adoption contract. I handed it to the inspector. He flipped through it, paused, looked at me. This is extensive. I'll need to review it fully, but preliminarily, I see no violations. Thank you. I turned to the crowd. I also want to address some concerns raised online and in the press. Mom's phone was still recording. Good. My mother claimed she has life-threatening allergies to dogs, that I'm putting her health at risk. I projected the first image on the screen we'd set up. This is her insurance claim history. 15 years, 0 allergist visits, no allergy medications, no emergency treatments. Silence. Mom's face went red. That's private. It's family plan data I'm legally allowed to access. And it's relevant because someone used a fake health claim to justify filing a false county complaint. I clicked to the next image. This property was rezoned 2 months ago. 3 developers submitted bids. I clicked again. This LLC is represented by my uncle, my mother's brother. Another click. And this is an email from my mother to my uncle, dated 6 weeks ago. I read it aloud. Once she loses the donors, she'll have no choice. We split it 50-50. The reporter's pen was flying. Mom tried to speak. Nothing came out. My attorney stepped forward, handed her an envelope. This is a cease and desist for defamation, tortious interference, and fraudulent filing. If you continue, we'll pursue civil action. Mom looked around. Everyone was staring. She turned, walked to her car, and left. The inspector cleared us on the spot. 3 donors doubled their commitments before they left the parking lot. The story went viral. Local news picked it up, then regional, then national. Rescue founder exposes mother's scheme to steal shelter property. I didn't do interviews. Didn't need to. The receipts spoke for themselves. Within a week, my uncle's LLC quietly withdrew their development bid. The other 2 developers pulled out too. Bad press. Mom sent one email. I'm sorry you misunderstood my intentions. I only wanted to help. I forwarded it to my attorney. Then I blocked her number. No response. No explanation. Just a boundary. The county inspector filed his report. 0 violations. Full compliance. Exemplary care standards. He recommended us for a state grant. We got it. $15,000 for a new intake building. Donors came back. New ones joined. Within 6 months, we had a waiting list of volunteers. We expanded to a second building. Hired 2 full-time staff. Pilot became our official mascot. His photo is on every flyer. One-eyed, half an ear. Perfect. I haven't spoken to my mother in over a year. My uncle tried to reach out once. I didn't reply. Some people asked if I felt guilty. If I regretted going public? No. She made a choice. She chose money and control over honesty. I chose boundaries. You don't owe anyone access to what you built from nothing. Not even family. Especially not family who only show up when there's something to take. Margaret, my mentor, told me something years ago. The people who love you will show up when you have nothing. The people who use you will show up when you have something. Mom showed up when I had land. Pilot showed up when I had nothing. I know who earned my loyalty. Last month, we had a ribbon cutting for the new wing. 50 dogs. Safe, healthy, loved. I stood there with Pilot in my arms. Watched families meet their new pets. And I didn't think about my mother once. That's healing. This story is a fictionalized dramatization and is not legal or financial advice. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had to cut off family to protect your peace? What was your line in the sand? Drop your story in the comments. I read everyone. And if you believe boundaries aren't betrayal, they're survival, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.